What's going on, guys? It's Alex here back again, and this is a video I shall save in my archive and upload for one of those days where I just don't have anything else to upload at the moment. I'm going to be talking about why I personally chose to become a vegan, and it's a serious number of reasons, really. It's not just one direct reason solidifying, I want to do it because of this particular reason. There's several reasons that encompass my personal philosophies and why I want to become a vegan, or wanted to become a vegan. I've been a vegan for about 8 months now. It's the 14th of September I'm filming this, and I highly recommend this for anyone at all. Anyone, or at least anyone who is willing to put in the work. I mean, I try and tell as many people as I can, just to even get it out there, just to spread the word of this entire lifestyle. And it really is a lifestyle. It's not necessarily just restricted to a diet. It really is a dedicated lifestyle that you choose to have. And one of the reasons I became a vegan was obviously for ethical reasons. And we all have our different ethics or morals or set of morals, etc. But human beings, Homo sapiens, we thrive on exploiting other animals. We essentially prosper off of others' misfortunes, whether it be slaughtering for meat, materials, or resources, especially considering animals. Especially in the contemporary world, we just completely exploit animals on a daily basis. And we are omnivores. We are designed to eat both plants and animal meat. Although we do not have, factories and industrialized amounts of animal products, back thousands of years ago. We didn't have these horrible, we pump our animals with hormones and all this other crap, antibiotics. We do so many horrible things to our livestock and to our animals that we have in captivity to be essentially fed to the general public all over the country or the world. And it's really disgusting. It's really despicable and contemptuous to the highest point, where it's unbelievable. And most people don't really want to think about it. They don't want to think of where their food comes from, where their daily McDonald's, or where their steak comes from, or their chicken tenders, or whatever else they may eat, or their cheese, or their milk, or their hot dogs, or whatever else. They're just not interested. They don't want to know the solidified hard truth, the cold truth. And a lot of cases of cancers and a lot of illnesses have been associated and linked and connected to the consumption of meat and dairy products. Look at obesity rates, for example. Obesity rates are at an all-time high. We have an obesity rate of, over 60% of our nation's overweight. The fact that obesity even exists is completely disdainable to the utmost degree. When people, considering that people all over the world are starving to death, they don't have any food to eat. And here we are. We have obesity. Just wrap your head around that for a moment. And to top it all off, we have all these BS dietitians, all these BS, nutrition gurus, pushing their stupid, bro science garbage, saying, you should, all these fad diets, when you should be having a balanced, healthy lifestyle. You know, oh, the starvation diet, that sounds... Oh, the all-meat diet. Oh, the all... Nothing but nuclear waste. That sounds good. Yeah. Don't listen to this, man. Just don't listen to any of the BS that people have to tell you about fad diets or all these... So much out there. Just so much crap. You need to realize that it's a business. It's a huge multi-billion-dollar industry with nutrition and fitness. And same thing with supplements. You don't need supplements to be a healthy person. You don't need this pre-workout stuff. You don't need all this, you know, jugs of protein that you know you're spending how much? Hundreds of dollars a year on. And for what? Maybe a couple ounces of muscle mass you might gain. You know, it's not like some sort of amazing miracle elixir that you just drink. And then, you know, you get, oh yeah! Ooh, so strong. I mean, it's no different than eating a piece of tofu or something. It's no different than having a large amount of actual whole macronutrient food. And nothing beats macronutrient. Nothing beats whole food. I don't care how advanced it is. Nothing will ever beat whole food. Ever. And, you know, our society, it's designed around convenience. You know, that's why we have all these, you know, lose 20 pounds in a second, or, you know, all these ridiculous claims, all these horrible, ridiculous fads that run around are just rampant. And most of it is just based around making money, scamming you, essentially. You don't need to spend money to lose weight or to be healthy. You really don't. And that's one of the main secrets, is that they force this mentality on you. They groom you and they make you think in a certain way as a consumer. They raise you and they say, you know, you need this. There's only a certain point where mentally, you know, psychologically, you're going to feel this huge, tremendous pressure and stress that you're going to think, you know, I need this. I need to buy this. I need to spend money to lose weight and be healthy. And that's just bull. It's BS. You know, and you can't be a healthy person. I'm sorry to say this, but you can't be a healthy person without being a fit person. And to be a fit person, to be a fit individual, you need to exercise. And by exercise, I mean elevating your heart rate up on, you know, a daily to weekly basis, doing cardiovascular exercise for 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day. And that's really what will help you live on in the long term, is cardiovascular health. Everything, your entire body is composed of, you know, blood is being pumped through it, and your heart it's ultimately what controls your entire condition, the entire overall condition of your body. And when that's not in shape, you're in deep doo-doo, essentially. That's why it's so crucial to have good or proficient cardiovascular health. My throat's dry. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. You know, this entire thing just transformed into, from me talking about why I became vegan, because it all intertwines with each other. All these subjects, all these topic matters and discussions all intertwine and just mesh together like some sort of giant machine, just with all the cogs overlapping each other and connecting. it all just flows into the same river, the same stream, if you will. And if you want to become a vegan, I highly recommend it. As a matter of fact, I really hopefully someone watches this and, you know, it gives them the motivation to become, even if it's just a vegetarian, even though I'd want you to become a vegan, even if it's you become a vegetarian, that's good too. It's a lot better than, you know, being a full meat eater. Not that, you know, you're a horrible person. A lot of people, you know, who are vegan want to call meat eaters horrible people. I don't think you're horrible people. I was a meat eater. I was eating 3 pounds of meat a day before I became a vegan. For sports and stuff. Anyways. But if you do become a vegan, you need to be very cautious and be very observant of what you eat. Specifically, you need to get the appropriate amount of micronutrients. That is extremely essential. That is extremely significant and important that you do this. You know, if you don't get enough calcium, you can see how that's pretty bad. If you don't get enough vitamin B12 or B3, there's a lot of things you need to watch out for. There's a lot of things you need to be cautious of and wary of. You need to be... I mean, it might seem complicated, but trust me, I jumped right into being a vegan, and it was one of the greatest decisions I could have ever made in my entire life. And it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It was actually very easy for me. I went from eating, like I said, pounds of meat a day to not eating anything that comes from an animal whatsoever. You know, no fish, no honey, no milk, no eggs, etc. Anything like that. And after the first month, your body just feels incredible. Absolutely immaculate. Just pristine condition. Your body will just thank you for what you have done. And going back to, you know, I've sidetracked from this. I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier about us being omnivores. It was before we had all these industrial-sized, packed, condensed, claustrophobic areas where animals are just... I mean, it's torture. It's torture, man. And I don't want to... You know, PETA... I don't know if it was PETA or someone else, animal rights activists, they compared it to concentration camps and gas chambers from World War II. I don't think I would personally use that as an argument, but I can see why they would. And I can also see why, of course, why someone would get upset over that, calling it outrageous. But in a way, it's still pretty bad how millions of animals are being slaughtered like this. Totally inhumane way. And even if you don't eat meat, you know, you're a vegetarian, you still have to acknowledge that you're still consuming cheese and milk, which is in high demand. And just think about this for one moment. You know, the United States, we're one of the only countries in Western civilization to consume milk after the age of 2. You know, we are full-grown adults, but we're still drinking milk. And for what purpose? Here's what it comes down to. The dairy industry really wants to push this mentality that you need milk. You need it as the consumer. You need it as a human being to survive. Well, that is not the case. It really is not the case at all. Excuse me, I'm going to get some more water. It all comes down to money. It's what it all comes down to, whether it's, you know, news, whether it's, you know, any form of media, any kind of, you know, industry, pretty much. It all comes down to money. They want to make money, and they will do it with whatever means necessary in their eyes. They will backstab you, they will double cross you, they will scam you, they will do horrible things to you to make money. But the bright side is, at least I can tell everyone this lifestyle. At least I can, at least it's becoming more and more recognizable and distinguishable out there. At least more and more people are recognizing this as something a little more serious, at least, and not just some sort of fad. Some sort of BS diet fad. It's a lifestyle. It really is a lifestyle. I have a lot more in my mind too. I might make another video talking about this, but it's been fun talking about this. I might make a part 2 on this. Peace out.